Right now, as you're watching this video, something massive is moving through the deepest parts of our oceans. Something with tentacles longer than a football field, eyes the size of dinner plates, and a hunger that could swallow a small submarine whole. This isn't science fiction. This is the terrifying reality of what might be lurking just miles beneath our feet. The ocean covers 71% of our planet, yet we've explored less than 5% of it. To put that in perspective, we know more about the surface of Mars than we do about our own ocean floor. And those unexplored depths, in trenches deeper than mountains are tall, creatures that defy imagination could be thriving in complete darkness. Every time scientists send submersibles into the deep, they discover new species that seem ripped from horror movies. Transparent heads, glowing bodies, jaws that unhinge like nightmares. If creatures this alien already exist in our oceans, what else is down there? What legends might actually be swimming in the abyss right now? Today, we're diving into the scientific evidence behind 7 sea monsters that could actually exist right now. These aren't fairy tales or ancient myths. These are creatures that marine biologists believe could be swimming in our oceans, based on real evidence, eyewitness accounts, and the terrifying logic of evolution itself. Let's start with the colossal kraken, a giant squid relative that could make the blue whale look like a goldfish. We know giant squids exist because we've found them. Dead ones wash up on beaches, their massive bodies measuring up to 43 feet long. But here's what keeps marine biologists awake at night: these might just be the babies. In the deepest ocean trenches, where pressure could crush a human instantly, there's unlimited food and no predators. Perfect conditions for squids to grow to impossible sizes. Imagine a creature with tentacles stretching 200 feet, suckers the size of manhole covers, and a beak that could bite through steel. The mathematics of growth in deep-sea environments suggest this isn't just possible, it's probable. But giant squids aren't the only prehistoric nightmares that could still be alive. Meet the ghost megalodon, a prehistoric shark that supposedly went extinct 3.6 million years ago. Supposedly. But what if some survived in the deepest trenches, evolving to become even more terrifying than their ancestors? The original megalodon was 82 feet long with jaws that could crush a car. But a deep-sea version could be even worse. Without sunlight, it would rely on other senses. Imagine a blind shark the size of a building, hunting by vibration and electrical fields, its skin pale as death and covered in bioluminescent patches to lure prey. Here's the terrifying part: we find new species of prehistoric sharks all the time. The frilled shark, unchanged for 80 million years. The goblin shark, a living fossil with extendable jaws. If these ancient predators survived, what else made it through the mass extinctions by hiding in the deep? The third monster could be hiding in plain sight: the phantom leviathan, a bioluminescent predator larger than a nuclear submarine. In the complete darkness of the deep ocean, the ability to create light isn't just useful, it's the ultimate weapon. And some creatures down there have turned bioluminescence into an art form of deception. Picture this: a creature the size of a whale, but transparent, covered in billions of light-producing cells. It could create false images, phantom shapes, even mimic other creatures with light. To its prey, it would appear as a harmless school of fish until massive jaws suddenly materialized from the darkness. The ultimate ambush predator. But bioluminescence can do more than just trick prey. What if a creature could produce light so bright it could blind or even burn? Enter our fourth monster, the Inferno WIRM, a deep-sea dragon that doesn't just breathe fire, it creates it through chemical reactions that would make any chemist envious. This isn't fantasy, it's biology. The bombardier beetle already shoots boiling chemicals at 212 degrees Fahrenheit. Scale that up to a creature the size of a blue whale living near underwater volcanic vents, and you have a dragon that could literally breathe superheated chemical fire underwater. The chemistry is sound. The question is, does it exist? Our fifth potential monster might be the most disturbing of all, the void mimic. Imagine a creature that could perfectly copy any other sea life, not just appearance, but behavior, sounds, even chemical signatures. It could be a whale, a dolphin, or a harmless fish, until it reveals its true, monstrous form. We already know this ability exists in smaller creatures. The mimic octopus can perfectly imitate flatfish, lionfish, even sea snakes. But what if this ability evolved in something massive? A shape-shifting predator the size of a sperm whale, able to infiltrate pods of real whales, studying them, learning their behaviors, before striking. But perhaps the most terrifying possibility isn't a mindless monster at all. What if there's something down there that's intelligent? Something that thinks, plans, and builds? Our sixth creature, the Deep Architect, an advanced cephalopod species that could be constructing underwater cities in the deepest trenches. Octopi are already among the most intelligent creatures on Earth. They use tools, solve complex puzzles, and demonstrate individual personalities. Give them millions of years of isolation in the deep ocean, unlimited resources, and no human interference. Could they have evolved into something far beyond our understanding? Imagine discovering structures on the ocean floor, not natural formations, but engineered constructions. Domes, tunnels, cities built from manipulated sea floor sediment and deep-sea materials. And the architects? Cephalopods with intelligence that rivals our own, watching our submarines with the same curiosity we watch them. Our final monster brings us full circle to the age of dinosaurs. The abyssal titan, a living fossil so large and so ancient that it makes every other deep-sea creature look like plankton. We're talking about something that could have been swimming in our ocean since before the continents took their current shape. The deep ocean is the perfect hiding place for evolutionary holdovers. Constant temperature, stable environment, unlimited food from marine snow falling from above. A creature could remain unchanged for hundreds of millions of years. Think of something like a plesiosaur, but evolved for the deepest trenches, blind, massive, ancient beyond comprehension. Here's what's keeping marine biologists on the edge of their seats. Every single deep-sea expedition discovers something new. Something that supposedly couldn't exist. In 2020 alone, scientists discovered over 30 new species in just one deep-sea expedition. Each one more alien than the last. Dr. Robert Ballard, who discovered the Titanic, estimates that we barely scratched the surface of deep-sea biodiversity. He believes the deep ocean could contain millions of species we've never seen. And if creatures like the ones we've described exist, they would be the apex predators of an entire hidden world. The evidence is mounting. Sonar readings of massive, unidentified objects moving through deep water. Unexplained bite marks on deep-sea cables. Fishing nets torn by something far larger than any known sea creature. These aren't isolated incidents, they're happening worldwide. In 2019, Japanese researchers recorded sounds from the deepest part of the Pacific of vocalizations unlike anything in the scientific record. Long, haunting calls that seemed to come from something massive, something intelligent. When they tried to trace the source, their equipment failed. Something down there didn't want to be found. Here's the most chilling part. If these creatures exist, they've been watching us for decades. Every submarine, every deep-sea probe, every research vessel were the invaders in their domain. And as we push deeper into their world, we might not like what we find looking back at us. The technology finally exists to explore the deepest trenches. Advanced submersibles, AI-powered cameras, pressure-resistant equipment that can withstand the crushing depths. Within the next decade, we'll have mapped the entire ocean floor. The question is, are we ready for what we might discover? Some marine biologists argue we should proceed with extreme caution. If apex predators the size of buildings have survived in the deep ocean for millions of years, disturbing them could have consequences we can't imagine. Others say the potential for scientific discovery is too great to ignore. As you go to sleep tonight, remember this: beneath the waves, in trenches deeper than mountains are tall, something ancient might be stirring. Something that has called the abyss home since before humans existed. The ocean keeps its secrets well, but not forever. Next time you look out at the ocean, ask yourself, what's looking back? The age of sea monsters isn't over, it's just beginning. And somewhere in the deepest, darkest places on Earth, legends might be very, very real. If this video opened your eyes to the mysteries lurking beneath the waves, hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. We're diving deeper into ocean mysteries, and trust me, you won't want to miss what we discover next. The deep is calling, and it has so much more to show us.